Hi, this is Steve, and welcome to another edition of the World of Global Equity Timing. Today, we're going to talk about the crash of 2020, some of the trades we took that you might have seen on Twitter in real time, and we're also going to talk about, in general, how to profit from a bear market. The 2020 crash has been a blueprint for how to trade any bear market, really, even though this has been more dramatic than what one might normally have expected. So let's get right to the charts and take a look at what we have here. And so what we're looking at is several different stocks, and we're going to start with AXGN, Exogen, and the Twitter alert that we gave was right there. And this is one stock that hasn't done too much on the downside. That was the alert point to get prepared to be short. So far, not too much has happened. It has not hit any price objectives. The trailing stop is still way up here, so we're giving it plenty of room still to move lower. Don't know what will happen. Maybe it'll hit its stop for a loss. Maybe it'll actually start to break down. Let's go on to the next stock that we have. Here we have CRTO, and this particular stock was a really timely sell short signal that we highlighted on Twitter right there. That was the sell short point, and you can see it's had quite a collapse. Well, our strategy around trading any of these stocks is to use a trailing stop, and there you can see the trailing stop coming on down. Also, you'll see some lines across here and here. That indicates that there were add-on opportunities on these additional sell signals that occurred along the way. Just depends upon how aggressive you want to be in the stock market and how aggressive a bear you are, or you believe the market or the stock is going to go. Sometimes I get pretty aggressive. I'll make ads at these points, and the system is showing the ad point, and it's also showing that these new stops are following along with the trailing stop line, which also the positions will eventually be stopped out. Well, the other way, in addition to a trailing stop, I'd like to lock in some of the profit, and doing that, I would use the Atom Profit Projector, and I'm going to look at the position sizing calculator here, and it's going to show you, in this case, as we look at this, it's a sell signal. It says we're risking $2,600. This is a $500,000 account, where the quantity we can purchase, or in this case, sell short, is 2,160 shares. Protective stop is at 1632. Our entry point is at 1541, and our price objective is 12.01. And in this case, we have a reward to risk ratio of 3.74 to 1. Very good. So as we look at our price objective at 1201, let's see where that actually triggered here. We have 1267, 1234, and then 1167, and there was the take profits point right in there. Well, notice that the price went lower immediately, but we still locked in some profit. Quite often, the profit objective will be hit, and a stock will go no further down. However, this has been a very dynamic bear market, and price objectives have been blown right through on the downside. Okay, let's go on to another stock. Incidentally, before we do that, let me just say that these are all triple play trades. One of the signature characteristics of a triple play trade is that ADA is negative, and you'll see that our ADA algorithm triggers when we're in this zone here of red. The red zone, that says the ADA algorithm is interpreting what's going on down below, and it was saying we were bearish and negative. So that's why the trade was taken. It was a triple play trade, and ADA was negative as well. Okay, and let's look at another trade. Here we have Kronos, another short sale signal that took place right there. If we take a look at the profit objective, or the position sizing calculator, let's just take a look at the price objective, 745. Did we close there? There we did, right there. 714, looks like we caught a temporary low. Would have taken profits on the next open once the stock closed below its price objective. Then on the next bar, we would exit on the open. Next stock. Mercier International, same setup. We have another short sale signal here. This is a triple play. We alerted you to this on Twitter, and you'll notice that the stock price has subsequently gone down. Let's take a look at the position sizing calculator on this one. The price objective is 909. That's when we reach that. 927. And right there, 882, we would exit on the price objective once it closes, once the stock closes below its price objective, so you would have exited there. The price actually did stall right at the price objective for the few days before actually declining lower, and there we have the trailing stop still in this position, but we've locked in some profit, and this trailing stop is letting the stock have a fair amount of leeway at the moment before actual exit occurs. Now, there's also another alternative strategy that we can talk about, which is an accelerated stop once the price objective has been hit, and we'll talk about that in a later video. But basically, once the price objective was hit here, this trailing stop would accelerate and probably be down somewhere in here. We'll show that at another video. Okay, let's go on to one more stock. Here's MaxLinear. Here was our short sale right here. We follow it down with the trailing stop. And our position sizing calculator, again, is telling us what our quantity is, where our protective stop is, where our entry point is, and what our price objective is. And again, we have a great reward to risk ratio of 3.17 to 1. It's a triple play trade, as reported on Twitter. We have a price objective of 1479, and that gets hit. Where does that get hit? Right there at 1445. We would exit on the next opening, and we would exit in that case at somewhere in here, 1396, and we would still have a trailing stop, holding part of the position and letting our profits run. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this edition of the World of Global Equity Timing, and hope it was insightful and useful for you. Until next time, this is Steve wishing you good timing, good trading, and good day.